I've always been the one who remembers the little things, like how my dad hates surprise parties because of that one time in the 80s when his buddies jumped out and he spilled beer all over his new suit, or how my mom still sets an extra place at Christmas for my grandma, even though she's been gone 15 years. I'm the keeper of those details, the photos and albums, the recipes in her handwriting, the stories nobody else bothers to retell. So when Dad's health started slipping, forgetting words, missing appointments, wandering off once at the grocery store, everyone looked to me. I'm the oldest daughter, unmarried, no kids, steady job at the library. Of course I'd handle it. I moved him into my spare room, set up doctor visits, learned the med schedule. My brother Jake lives 2 states away with his perfect wife and twins. My sister Tara's always slammed with her startup. Call, send cards, Venmo me for extras. I told myself it was fine. Family pitches in where they can, but the comments started creeping in. Tara on speakerphone, you sure you're okay handling all this? It's a lot. Jake texting, let us know if it gets too much, we can look into facilities. Like Dad was already a burden I couldn't carry. I brushed it off. Stress makes people weird. Then came the day I opened my mail and found a letter from an attorney I didn't know. Formal stationery, words like guardianship, petition, and concerns regarding capacity to manage. My name was listed as the one they wanted removed. Jake and Tara's signatures at the bottom. They were trying to take over Dad's care, his finances, his house, everything, claiming I was overwhelmed and making questionable decisions. I sat at the kitchen table reading it 3 times while Dad napped in the living room. Questionable decisions, like using his savings for in-home care instead of shipping him off, like keeping him in my house where he could watch his birds instead of some place that smelled like bleach. I called Jake first. He answered on the second ring, voice careful. Hey, you got the letter? Yeah. Care to explain why you're trying to declare me unfit? Silence. Then Tara patched in, 3-way call like we were kids again planning Mom's birthday. Tara jumped in, it's not like that, we're worried. You've been distant, snapping at us. And Dad said you yelled at him last week. I hadn't yelled. I'd raised my voice once when he tried wandering out in the rain without shoes. But I knew how stories grow. Jake sighed. Look, the house is worth a lot now. We just want to make sure everything's protected. You're not married, no kids. If something happens to you, it all gets messy. But in its launder, there it was. Not worry about Dad. Worry about the money. The house he paid off in the 90s, now prime real estate. They weren't trying to help. They were positioning themselves. I hung up. Didn't scream, just hung up. That night I went through Dad's files, the ones I'd organized months ago. Found the updated will they'd somehow convinced him to sign during a visit I didn't know about. Everything split 3 ways, but with a trustee clause naming Jake. My name mentioned once, in appreciation for care provided. No share of the house. No control. I sat on the floor until dawn. Not crying. Just empty. The hearing was set for 6 weeks out. I hired a lawyer with my own savings, the ones I built skipping vacations, eating cheap. She was sharp. No nonsense. We gathered records, every doctor note, every receipt, every text where I'd updated them on Dad's health. Bank statements showing I hadn't touched a cent beyond care costs. They showed up in suits, looking grief-stricken. Tara teared up on the stand. We just want what's best for Dad. She's isolated him. He barely sees us anymore. Dad was there, confused but clear enough to say, I want to stay with her. She makes my oatmeal just right. Their lawyer brought up my history of anxiety. Therapy I'd done after a bad breakup years ago. Somehow dug up. Tried to paint me unstable. My lawyer laid out the will changes. Dad's signature's shaky. Dated the day after heavy pain meds post-fall. Questioned how Jake and Tara had visited without me knowing. Showed emails where they'd discussed selling the house once guardianship settled. The judge didn't take long. Petition denied. Existing will stand. Temporary order for family mediation if they want visitation. They didn't. Jake sent one text. This isn't over. I didn't reply. Dad's better now. New meds. Routine. We sit on the porch most evenings. He tells the same stories and I listen like if it's the first time. The house is still his. We'll still split it 3 ways when he's gone. But I redid mine. Left my share to the local animal shelter. The one I volunteer at weekends. Jake and Tara get nothing from me. Sometimes Tara calls. Voice sweet again. How's Dad? We miss him. I let it ring. I still remember the little things. Like how family isn't always who shows up. It's who stays when the showing up gets hard. And how peace isn't keeping everyone happy. Sometimes it's just locking the door and making oatmeal for 2.